Set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the New England Patriots. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, 180, 15,
in your face.
A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's Spiller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Goff. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
we go tonight, 180.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
3rd and 2. Goff. Dumps it off for Spiller. Spiller trying to get loose. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch QB's up. Watch QB's up. Come. 52, 52.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mike, 58, right there. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Let's go. 58, boys. 58. 58. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Daniels. And he's able to find Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
He's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
65, 65, 65.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Then he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
Okay, ready? 52, Mike, 52. You don't know no better.
They'll run with Cook. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Daniels. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 3 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day at camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on them.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Now gone. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This is fielded at the 27. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run. Cook. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, box truck. Be careful.
Off the play fake. Daniels going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
At the 15-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Daniels. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Gano for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Vikings 13, Patriots nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Daniels. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready, 90, wolf. Hey, let's go. Come across. And watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player?
Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those can be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going.
It's a foot race. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now on 2nd and 13. Goff, open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got it. It's Spiller. It's a big play there for the Patriots. And even 40 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st down, gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They come out here in the eye.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. You run. Shoot. Check 3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Second and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Off play action. Daniels. And Diggs has it. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Goff now to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Goff. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now it's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
At the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
58, right over there, right over there.
Yes, yes. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Yo, go, go. Give me that ball, defense. Get it.
From the gun, Daniels. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
On 3rd down, Daniels. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Gone. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to... A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They start the drive with Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
Here we go, set, 18 Gators.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And this is Cook with a grab. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Back to throw. Daniels. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Here we go. 8 Reed. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Hit it.
On the carry, it's Cook. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Goff now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held him to 7. If he'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, of course, this win, a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for Minnesota, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's unfortunately more of the same.